Roger Overcourt here. You're welcome indeed to another edition of the programme. Now don't forget, later on we're crossing over to Manchester to join Martin Logan once again, who's out and about with the Irish community right across the UK. But this week we're coming to you from the picturesque village of Ahagower, which is situated between Westport and Castlebar, and we're here for the All-Ireland Unlimited Road Bowling. David, you're the coordinator of the All-Ireland here in Ahagower.
That's right, yeah.
So what does that entail?
Well, we have competitors coming from all sides of Ireland, from Armagh, Monaghan, Cork. There's 7 different clubs in Cork, from Skibbereen, Bantry, Clonakilty, Castletown, Bear, all represented here in Mayo. We've got a team from Castlebar, Westport, which make up the Mayo team. So basically, we've got 13 different grades, and everybody is graded according to their ability. So from the least able to the seniors, what we call the top grade of the Unlimited Bowling Championship.
What does this mean for a village like Ahagower?
It's great for the village. It's great for the club, our local club. We've got all the young lads out there now, and lads that never seen the game before, and girls that never seen the game before. They all want to have a go. So it'll be good for our club. We'll get the numbers up.
Is it something you can see taking off and getting more popular here in Mayo?
Absolutely, yeah. We're only one club, but it's the easiest thing to do is set up a club and get playing. Ahagower is, I don't know how many years we're actually in existence, but I know since the late 1800s there's been bowling in Ahagower and in Westport.
And why is that? Why this particular area?
Well, I'm told it came into Westport in the late 1800s when the railway line was being built, and lads from Cork worked on the railway line. So their evening pastime was bowling, and men from the Westport town area took up the game, and then after that in 1912, back in Lankill, where I actually come from, there was men from Armagh, and they were cutting down the local oak wood to bring over to Liverpool for building the docks in Liverpool, and they started bowling in Lankill. So between the two areas, they then started challenging each other, and from that until this day we have bowling in Ahagower.
And is there a different style of bowling here than there is in other parts?
There is, yeah, there is. We've adopted the Cork style, which is a henge style, which you swing the arm, and then there's Armagh, which probably everybody in Armagh has the same style, underarm, but they're equal to each other when it comes to competition.
Success of, say, the Mayo players now in the All-Ireland here, is there an international competition to go through?
Well, at this grade level, this is it. This is the top that they get to play in the All-Ireland finals. Other regions then, they form teams to go on and play in the Europeans. And then in the Europeans, you got Holland, Germany, Italy and Ireland. They compete against each other. So 2 years ago, it was held in Holland, and that was a massive event.
And how did you get involved in all of this thing?
Well, it was played outside my door, right outside our door when we were kids. And
is that here in Ahagower?
In Lankill. And we always went up the road and followed the men watching them play. But I suppose really it was because of 3 men in our area that had foresight to see that if we didn't have young lads playing, it'd never last. So 3 men, Paddy Morden, Martin Joe Kerrigan and Owen Hughes from my area, they started running underage competitions. And the first underage competition I would have played would be under 13. And my brothers would have played, and all the lads of our age group around the village and all that school area would have played against each other. So it was kind of something that I liked and I kept with.
So 1 or 2 more questions. First one is, obviously like other sports, there's funding involved, costs money to run.
It does, yeah.
What do you manage?
Well, we were lucky this year in this tournament. Our local town councillor, Brendan Mulroy, he gave some money towards the running of this competition. We also get good support from Mayo Sports Partnership, Charlie Lampert and Ray McNamara, the disability officer for the Mayo County Council. They all help out when it comes to this. It is a financial burden on the club, but we keep things simple and to a minimum.
Finally, are you happy with where the All-Irelands are going?
Absolutely delighted. It's been one of the best years. The venue, everyone tells me it's the best venue in the country. They call this the Co-Park of road bowling when they come here, so we are delighted. And of course it wouldn't be as successful without the help of sponsors. Like we had Mayo, PAYE PAL, and we had the Country Lodge Hotel, Castle Court, Scott's Shop in Ahagaur, and plenty of others that helped out and donated towards the event, and we'd like to thank those as well. So this has been our 4th time hosting the competition, and our first time was back in 2009. We were holding a novice competition here in the area, and the late Willie Carroll and myself were sat down by Batty Hurley and James O'Driscoll and Susan Green, and they asked us would we be willing to host the unlimited All-Ireland road bowling, and we hadn't a clue what that was because we never had anybody with limited ability in our club. So Willie spearheaded the idea in Ahagaur, and as I said, we're 4 years after hosting it now, and we're 10 years in association with unlimited bowling.
What brings you to Ahagaur?
Oh, the All-Ireland Unlimited Road Bowls for people with disabilities. We have a group down with us. We intend to follow it every year. We play it up at home, up in Monaghan. And for some of our service users, this is their annual holiday.
And how are they enjoying themselves so far this week?
Absolutely having a ball, so they are. They're having a great time.
And is road bowling popular in Monaghan?
Not probably so much in Monaghan, but we're amalgamated with 3 counties, Cavan, Monaghan and Madden. And Madden would certainly be quite famous for its road bowls. We have 9 clubs known as the Border Bowlers. And at home we meet once a month and do a practice, and then it ends at the end of the year with the All-Irelands, which could be in Bantry, Westport, or next year in either Monaghan or Madden or in Ulster.
And do you have to do a lot of fundraising to get your group down here to Mayo now?
We do. It's quite expensive, so it is, but look, it's well worth it.
And I suppose the question is, and your bowlers had success yet?
Not yet. We have 2 in finals, so fingers crossed.
Yeah.
Fingers
And
crossed.
do they do a lot of bowling throughout the year?
We start, the season starts in March, and it ends, well, this is the end of it until next March.
And how good is it for people with special needs, this sport?
Oh, it's fantastic. It's so inclusive that the person with the most disability, the game is adapted, that every person can play road bowls regardless of how severe their disability is.
Good. Well, thanks for talking to us, and we wish you well and your group, and hopefully you'll have a couple of All-Irelands going back to Monaghan.
Please God. Thank you very much. Thank you.
You've come a long way from the All-Ireland.
Yeah, we have. So people have travelled from Castletownbere and to Manway and all up to West Cork, up to the Bandit group, up to Macroom. They've started planning. They did their West Cork finals in August, but they've been talking about this All-Ireland final basically since the last All-Ireland final down in Bantry. So they've been practicing hard, and they're really excited. It's also a holiday for them. And the social side is so important, even though the competition is tight, and we'd be roaring for our own, but you'd be so delighted with anyone at home from Cork wins, and just the great friendly atmosphere and everything like that.
And how many would you have total now up here in Mayo?
So there's over 50 came up from Cork. So we have people who are in wheelchairs, and we have up as far as the senior level. So people who can throw it at fine distances in the seniors as well. But it's excellent to see those who don't always have an opportunity to be involved in the sport or able to use ramps, to do it in a wheelchair, or even to sit in their wheelchair and throw it, which is fantastic. So all levels are included.
Of course, road bowling in Cork is huge.
It's absolutely huge, and in fairness, the Unlimited Road Bowling Club wouldn't have been able to be set up without Sol coming behind them. between support, organising events, financial support. They're brilliant, and everyone knows about road bowling. You can see on lovely sunny afternoons you'll have the roads. It's hard to drive through them sometimes, but it's brilliant, and it's so inclusive. Anyone can do it, you know.
And are you surprised a small community like Offagower is hosting an All-Ireland now, when you think it's not very popular in the West of Ireland?
There's pockets of areas that are so dedicated to it. I can totally believe they have a great community atmosphere here, and everyone's come on board, and they're running a fantastic event here. It's a credit to them.
So how's your teams doing?
So yeah, they're doing really well. So for the Cope section of the Cork crowd, they've won an All-Ireland title in the Novice A Men's and in the Novice B Men's. And we've had loads more success, but they're actually still on the road at the moment. So fingers crossed for lots more All-Ireland titles for Cork.
Well, it's time for us to take a commercial break. Now, don't go away because we've lots more to come in part 2. So we'll see you in a couple of minutes.